So now, Claudia, from Austria, what made you realize transgenderism was a threat to women's rights?
I would say that it was most feelable for me personally and the activists with whom are together in the Women, Lesbian, Female, Migrant Girl Center. It's mostly about that it's a threat to the right for women to be in women-only spaces. This is the the most difficult thing for us, and it's, for example, in 2017, there was the European Lesbian Conference in Vienna, and the women of the FZ, where I'm an activist too, offered sleeping places for women in a women-only place, and they have been attacked by trans activists and activists from the queer movement. That it's not possible and it's excluding, and it's like because it was written like ELC, the L with a star, so lesbian trans women are also included, and so it was not possible to make an open offer for sleeping places in a women safe space, in a women only space. And by now we make the experience that a lot of women organizations don't want to show their solidarity too obvious, because all the activists of the Women Lesbian Center are TERFs for the LGBTIQ movement in Vienna. And it's really difficult to get solidarity because we get hate mails, which we've been called TERFs and with other insultings. And we think that this is a really big problem for the women lesbian movement in Vienna, the autonomous women lesbian movement, to we have lost a lot of strength because of this, a lot of power. And it's also that I guess since 4 years there is a second demonstration on the 8th of March. In the past it was exclusively organized by women, autonomous women lesbian from the FZ. And as I said, since about 4 years, I think there is another organization which calls themselves, ironically, from my point of view, Take Back the Streets. And they organize an all-gender, so like for that, they don't call it the Women's Day anymore. They call it the Feminist Battle Day or something like that, the day of the 8th of March. And and it's difficult to have this other demonstration too, which is open for all genders. A lot of women, and this is again about solidarity, or to be afraid to show it too open, that a lot of women who are also in queer contexts involved are going to the other demonstration. And this year we met for the first time, because I'm also in a group from the FZ which is trying to organize a women's strike since 2 years or something like that. And this year we had an alliance or a coalition with a group which is also involved in queer contexts. And so it has been that the two demonstrations came together, but I lived it as a really hard and a really hateful atmosphere. And they were shouting like, support your sisters and not your sisters. And I don't know, it was hard for me personally. And I'm not sure. One more important point. Also most of the, or nearly every women organization is now writing women with a star. So it means that trans women are included. These are places for women support, or also, yeah, there is nearly, the FZ is in Vienna, and I'm not sure how it is in the, but I've heard other autonomous women lesbian places are also by now open for trans women too, but we as the FZ are try to stay on our women only politic, even it gets harder and harder, but but there is a lot of pressure to open it for trans women too, or for other genders too. And the last important point from me to this point is that we got the experience that when you want to have support or fundings, also financial support from the state for women projects, if you don't include trans women or intersex people, it's nearly impossible to get fundings by now. Also if it's just for women, it's not inclusive enough.